Now, this right here is my beautiful city, Dallas, Texas. And Kyrie decided to throw a block party for his new sneakers, the Anti-Kai. Excellent DJ, setting the vibe just right, good hoops to watch while you waited, and all the beautiful people of the city showed up. Even Kyrie himself pulled up and everybody had an amazing experience. It is what they want you to believe, but I'm going to tell you what really went down. But for now, let's just enjoy the rest of the clip because ignorance is bliss.
Bro, we just pulled up. It's super deep. They already got a basketball court out there. The road's blocked. Sheesh, I came like an hour late, or I'm an hour early, and I feel like I'm still late, bro. There's hella people here. I don't know if they're just here for the shoes, or just to meet Kyrie, or just to hoop, because this is downtown at the end of the day. So I saw people, and you can't really gauge if they're here for that or not. So the only real way is if I'm gonna go up there and see closer. So I gotta see up there.
All right, so I'm now just pulling up, and the event is supposed to start at 6 p.m. They told us that they will start selling these shoes at 6 p.m. Right now, at the time that I'm here, it's only around 4:30, and as you can see, the line is huge. But make sure to pay attention where the door is, where that P is politics, because that's a crucial point in this video right here. Because right there, that's supposed to be the front of the line, and then it's coming back to this corner where I'm walking past this van. This is supposed to be the end of the line. Now, right here between these two cars, you're going to see a Hispanic dude with glasses, and I'm not going to lie, I paid him $20 and I cut right there. Now, I know what you might be thinking, bro, you cut the line, of course there's going to be a fight. Man, I had things to do and people to see, if you catch my drift. But nah, for real, there was actually people during the whole duration of the line getting mad that I cut, and we're doing a lot of arguments and fights. But in reality, this is what they wanted, and I'm about to show you guys why. Now, before I go any further, I wanted to make it very clear that all of the politics workers had nothing to do with this. They let all the kids do whatever they wanted. They let them meet Kyrie, participate in all the activities, but they were just under certain regulations, which I'm about to explain here in a second. And it really wasn't their fault. It was nothing that they could really do. And don't even think about giving my boy Kai hate either. He had nothing to do with this, and he was actually a real class act. He basically interacted with as much people as he can and was signing everybody's jersey. And he even gave us a little speech at the end, which I'll show you guys at the end of the video. So make sure you stay tuned for that. So this picture right here actually plays a crucial part. So this is one of the people who were camping out. And obviously they tagged politics because they were one of the first people to get at the door. Now, as you can see, they are lined up at the door and the line is starting to go back to the right. Well, if you reference to the beginning of the video, we were all the way to the back on the left. And if you know how a normal street works, you will understand that there is no way possible for the line to be able to loop around. Now, here's a better angle of the initial line being formed. As you can see, there's not a lot of people being at the line since they're one of the first few people here. So I can just assume that it was pretty easy for the 5 to 6 people that were already here to kind of just have an understanding like, hey, we're going to go ahead and start at the P and then work our way down to the right of the P to form the back of the line. Well, as the line got longer, they decided to make a second line starting from the P all the way to the left of the line. And that's where you saw me in the beginning of the video walking to. Well, this was neither the instructions of the politics workers or the customers. This was actually the instructions of the ANTA workers, the people behind the whole program. So if you aren't familiar with Anta, Anta is a Chinese sneaker brand based out in China. And Kyrie being basically the first player to ever really amount to something that will have a lot of hyped craze like this, I think it caused a little bit of shock to them, and they weren't really familiar with how Americans can get. They literally told a politics worker, hey, we'll handle the lines. We want chaos. So make sure that there are two different lines. We want to see everybody go out of control. We want to capture a lot of good moments. And which they did. As you can see, there was a lot of picks that looked very incredible because there was a lot of chaos. But there was also a lot of unsaid things that goes behind those pictures, which I'll show you in a minute because I was able to capture a couple of clips and fights that happened through the line because there was literally no type of organization. But this is what the ANTA workers wanted. They wanted their success to be from the chaos. Now, this is probably like 3 hours into me standing in this line, but as you can see, it's literally everybody coming from all types of angles, just trying to like sneak their way into the door. It was complete chaos. I was honestly getting really irritated, but as you can see, there's actually some famous people in this clip. I really don't know who they are. If you do, let me know in the comment section. But yeah, it's hectic, and people are just trying to squeeze their way in.
No, man. Out of your time.
No bout.
Hey! No, hey, you go out there. Hurry Leave it on, leave it on. Please don't do this. Kids move away. No, leave it on.
Now, what's so funny about that last clip is that there is literally so much going on. I think that woman was actually homeless when she pulled up to the line, and I think she just cut because she just wanted to be having attention. And the reason why everybody was booing her was because she was trying to threaten to take off her shirt, and obviously nobody wanted to see that. And also, the guy that was arguing with her, he was one of the first guys that I actually cut from the beginning of the video, and he was trying to get me kicked out of the line the entire time, and he actually managed to do it. But as you're gonna see from this next clip, none of that really mattered because your boy's plugged in. Now, obviously, I had to go through a lot of trials and tribulations to get to this point, but here I am inside the store. As you can see, we got the shoes on the display, the basketballs everywhere, the Kyrie Irving logo, and then you got the politics painting, and then everybody was able to sign their name. It was actually a phenomenal event besides all the BS. So again, shout out to politics and shout out to Kyrie, and then look at these little mini Kyries. Now, it was a lot of snitches and a lot of haters in that line, so you know I have to go ahead and stamp my name to show y'all that I made it inside, got my pair, got my poster, and I'm going to show y'all in the next clip all the snitching that was going on, man. It was bad.
Oh, nah, she going crazy. Nah, they real life snitching. That's crazy, though. I respect it.
I just don't know why they opened another lane over here, man.
Yeah, I didn't even know this was over here.
Now, outside of pulling up really late and then having to stand in line for about 4 to 5 hours, then getting kicked out of that same said line, going through a whole bunch of altercations, a lot of verbal and a few physical, it was actually a really good event. The music was good. As you can see, everybody's enjoying the basketball. It was some good hoops going around, and you even got to play on the court if you wanted to. And as you can see right now, Kyrie was actually very interactive. He signed a lot of people's stuff, and he did literally as most as he could. Obviously, he's a celebrity. Everybody's going to want to talk to him, and he can't reach to everybody. But I really do appreciate him for trying to get to everybody and sign as much as he could. Now, I'm going to go ahead and end off the video with one of the speeches that he gave because I think that it was really important and it was really meaningful. Also, make sure to stay at the end of the video because I got something really, really special for you that you guys might be very interested in. So stay tuned for that.
Let's talk real quick. I really rose up out of the ashes, y'all, and it's all possible through a higher source and having my ancestors and having a family like this. So you guys pulling up on me, I did not grow up in Dallas, I'm not from here, but you have made it feel like home since I've stepped foot here, so thank you guys. Yeah, you guys can spend a lot of time at Sneaker Politics. We put a nice thing together over here, Dallas Mavericks. A lot of my teammates pulled up as well. So this is really about how you make an impact beyond the basketball court. It's not about that. It's about how you impact people on a human level and how you leave a legacy here. So I pray that you take this advice, let God handle the rest, and you guys have been spectacular. And I thank you guys, and I'll see you guys at the AAC Center while we continue to go for our playoffs run. All right, guys, thank you. Lockdown, middle of Oak Cliff, who would have ever thought? Right here in the middle of the trenches, man, this is what it means to give back, but ultimately do it for a bigger purpose. This is not just about a shoe launch for me. This has always been about fulfilling my purpose that's bigger than sometimes I can see, and sometimes I can even pay attention to. So I pray that everybody's keeping God first. And that's why I wanted to put some twisty fingers in the air real quick. This is for the All Leader Tribe. If you're a part of it, you'll put it up. We put these up. It's not a symbol of anything crazy or anything that you don't feel inside of yourself already. This is a unifying force right here. When I put this up in the air, this is for all walks of life around the world that have lost somebody in the past few years, or you grew up without a mom, or you grew up without a dad, or you lost your grandparents at a very young age, or the chaos that's going on around the world. You've lost somebody to that war. I know what that feels like, so when I put this...
All right, what's good? If you made it to this part of the video, I can't thank you enough for even watching the full video. And in exchange, I have something very special for you. Now, if you remember in the beginning of the video, I said ignorance is bliss. Now, if you watched my videos before, or this is your first time, I usually wear this shirt or jacket in all of my videos. Now, this is one of the designs, and it says ignorance is bliss. And I even have it in a black colorway. And there's actually a really specific reason why I did it these two different colors, which I plan on making a video in the future. But until then, I want you guys to be the first to be able to have this exclusive merch. I think it's a really cool design, and it has an amazing story behind it. So if you guys can just do me a favor, all you gotta do is comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you liked about this video, because there's gonna be a part 2 very soon. If you watched my other video on how to get the new Kyries that are about to come out, they kind of just hints that there's going to be another event. Now, I don't know if it's going to be as hectic as that one, but I just want you guys to let me know what I can do to improve on this type of video or any of my other videos, so I can go ahead and get monetized. And that's one of the other reasons why I haven't made the video on the, the lore basically behind my merch, because I wanted to be able to be as easy as possible for you guys to be able to access it. And once I hit a certain amount of subscribers, which I think by the time I post this video, I'll be at, but I also need a set number of watch hours, which I haven't reached yet. So if you guys just help me help you, you know what I mean? You tell me what you guys want to see from this video, and then it'll attract more people, it'll attract more watch hours, and then I'll be able to monetize this stuff, and then I'll be able to put this directly on the YouTube video instead of you guys having to go to my Instagram or my website or anything like that. But if you guys are interested in doing that as well, you can always feel free to DM me on Instagram. It's @forthetote_. I always reply on the DMs. I always reply on the YouTube comments. So I'm literally as accessible as possible. You know what I mean? So again, I really appreciate you guys and the support. So with that being said, I'll see y'all next video. Peace. Get the beam, bruh.